Hi everyone, I'm John Fenzel and we're here in Section 6 of Arlington National Cemetery, and I'd like to introduce you to another great D-Day veteran. His name is Clarence R. Huebner. Clarence Huebner was one of the truly outstanding combat leaders in the history of our Army. He was a Kansas farm boy who spent almost 7 years serving from private to sergeant in the 18th Infantry. He received a regular Army commission to second lieutenant in November of 1916. And then during World War I, he successfully led a company, a battalion, and a regiment of the 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One, from the first American assault at Cantigny through Cesson and St. Mahel and the Meuse-Argonne. He received 2 Distinguished Service Crosses during World War I. He received a Distinguished Service Medal also and a Silver Star. In 1924, he attended the Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, and he served on the faculty there until 1933. As the commander of the Big Red One during World War II, Huebner led the invasion at Omaha Beach. He forged the breakout at St. Lo, he repelled the German counteroffensive at Mortain, and he pursued the German army across France, which culminated in battles of Aachen and the Hurtgen Forest. In January 1945, he took command of 5th Corps, which he directed from the Rhine to the Elbe, and where his troops made the first contact with the Red Army. General Huebner was a student of the military arts and sciences. He was a trainer of troops and the commanding general of the U.S. Army Europe, and it was as commander of troops in battle where he really stood out. General Huebner was born in Bushton, Kansas on November 24th, 1888. He was the son of Samuel and Martha Huebner. He passed away in Washington, D.C. September 23rd, 1972. He was married twice, the first time to Florence Barrett and the second time to Anna Imelda Matthews. He had one daughter, Mary Juliet. Let me just read 2 of the Distinguished Service Crosses that General Huebner received. The Distinguished Service Cross is presented to Clarence Ralph Huebner, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Army, for extraordinary heroism in action near Cantigny, France, May 28th to the 30th, 1918. For 3 days, Lieutenant Colonel Huebner withstood German assaults under intense bombardment, heroically exposing himself to fire constantly in order to command his battalion effectively. And although his command lost half its officers and 30% of its men, he held his position and prevented a break in the line at that point. The first Distinguished Service Cross was in May. The second was just a couple months later in July 18th to the 23rd. Let me read this as well. The Distinguished Service Cross is presented to Clarence Ralph Huebner, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Army, for extraordinary heroism in action near Cesson, France, July 18th to the 23rd, 1918. Lieutenant Colonel Huebner displayed great gallantry, and after all the officers in the battalion had become casualties, he reorganized the battalion while advancing, captured his objective, and again reorganized his own and another battalion, carrying the line forward. He remained continuously on duty until wounded on the 2nd day of the action. Okay, let's go visit Lieutenant General Clarence Huebner. Here it reads, Clarence Ralph Huebner, Lieutenant General, United States Army, born 1888, passed away in 1972, and his 2 wives, Florence and Anna. Lieutenant General Clarence Huebner, D-Day veteran, here in Section 6 of Arlington National Cemetery. I'm John Fenzel, and I thought you'd like to